Welcome back, everyone, to another Titan Esports interview. And we got a kind of a special one cooked up here because we are going to be talking more about the next guest, this individual, about just their time in the Titan community, what they're kind of doing for the community and all that good stuff here. So my guest on this episode is Tate. How are you doing? And thanks for taking the time to be here.
I'm doing great. Just enjoying my Sunday and happy to be here. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. That's awesome. Glad you're here with us. And for those that are watching this interview that don't know who you are, just give a little bit about your background in amateur League of Legends and even just Titan itself. How many seasons have you played? When did you start playing League? That kind of stuff.
Well, admittedly, this is my first competitive season,
Nice.
and especially with Titan as well. Yeah. So starting in Gladiator, I probably will be in Gladiator next season or split, but hopefully gonna keep climbing the ranks as time goes on. I have been playing League of Legends since 2010.
Wow.
For the last 15 years, I've just been playing blind pick, so that is pretty boring. And I didn't start playing ranked until 2021. And then I kind of gave up. It was really hard trying to climb through Iron, but at the end of 2024, I started my ranked climb again, and I happened to hit Gold 3 as my peak, and we had a little bit of a rage queuing thing, so I fell back down to Bronze 4, but we're almost back to Gold now, so that's pretty much it about me. I'm an ADC main. And just with a freestanding team as of right now with Glacial, or with Gladiator.
An absolute veteran in League of Legends, a blind pick warrior, and you know what? I can't say that I would be guiltless when it came to the rage queuing, the tilt queuing, the sprees of endless LP losses. I think a lot of people watching this interview too would also fall victim to that from time to time if you are someone who plays ranked. And congratulations on hitting your peak there, going from Iron to Gold. That is a huge jump in LP, so great job to you. And also starting to play competitive, not only just getting into the ranked things and the swing of all that. So that's awesome. So now talk to me about, like you said, you were with Glacial Storm in this Gladiator season. Now things have kind of fallen through. Now you are in kind of like this purgatory state with 3 players and a coach, if I'm correct there. Tell me a little bit about that and what your guys' plans are for the next coming days and weeks.
Well, yes. So we kind of have had some stumbles, I guess you could say, kind of between coaches and org and stuff like that. And so we kind of just had a really nice conversation with the org owner and asked politely if we could just kind of separate from the org and do our own thing and kind of have the autonomy to make our own decisions for the rest of the split. Obviously, we wouldn't ask them to do more than that past the split, but it's been myself, the top laner Goat Jedi, the jungler Cryptid Clown, and our coach Red Striker pretty much from the beginning. So these are OG members since before the split started. So our plan is really just to find a couple of people to add to our team and finish this split strong, because we are doing relatively well, I would say. So I think once we have had some space and some time to practice the way that we want to, and VOD review the way that we want to, we'll be able to have more success in Gladiator. So that's the goal.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, the synergy, communication, finding the right people, it's all the extra added things that come with competitive League that's different from solo queue. And something that a lot of people, sometimes myself included, because I've only ever played one competitive season before, and that aspect of competitive League was very hard for me to adapt to. So it's good that you guys are building that up, you're focusing on that, and yeah, best of luck to you finding those players going forward in Gladiator. But let's talk now about you as a player. You're an ADC main. What was when we talk about ADCs, what is your play style like, and what do you think is your biggest strength as a player when it comes to playing on the Rift?
Well, I would probably coin myself probably an abstract ADC. I think most people would probably say I play a little bit too safe as an ADC, but I don't let that kind of define my purpose as an ADC. I'm really a team player. I communicate as best as I can. And, I really try to think about, okay, what is the best thing that I can do for my team right now? Because obviously ADC is a really hard role. And when you fall behind, it's really difficult to have value on the team. So, there are times when I'll fall behind, but it's a matter of adapting and applying yourself in ways to support and assist your teammates. So that's probably my strength. And of course, I'm kind of a jokester as well too. So trying to keep it lighthearted as best as I can.
Keeping the vibes high, always an important part about competitive, like we were talking about a little bit earlier. And I think now in the current state of the game, more so than any other time, being a team player, being more team oriented as an ADC is just as important with, okay, as an ADC player myself, a little bit biased. The role is a little bit weak right now, I will say. It doesn't feel like we can 1v9 as many games as we used to. So playing for the team like that seems like it is definitely going to be something of value and of substance that you could bring. And I think is definitely going to be a big boon for the squad going forward if that's something that you like to hone there. You like to stream.
Yes.
Is it on Twitch that you stream?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about that. What you like to do for your streams and what that's all about.
So it's kind of weird. I've been streaming since inconsistently since about 2018. I got affiliated in 2019, just playing Dead by Daylight. I don't know if you are aware of that game at all, but it's another, So, and then just playing scary games because my community at the time really enjoyed jump scaring me. I don't like scary games, so. There came a point though that I went back to school full time and working full time. I'm also a single mom, so my time became very constrained. And recently I just came back to streaming and had a huge boom. I've been doing a lot of Gladiator content actually, and a lot of League content. I do some variety as of recent since the split started. I haven't really done anything outside of League, but I like that I'm able to showcase to my existing community exactly what Titan is and what Gladiator is, because myself, I had no idea that comp existed previous to like the beginning of this year. So, and I have a lot of people that watch me that are very intrigued by competitive esports, like amateur. So, I also do like VTubing as well. So I don't ever really show my face, but I figure it's more personable for interviews with Titan to kind of show my face. So, yeah.
Well, there you go. You get kind of both sides. We can see you, and then you also have that as well on your stream. Now that you're in your second, because you've said you were streaming before, then life gets in the way as it does for pretty much everybody. Now in this kind of second run here, you're streaming a lot of Gladiator, you're streaming a lot of League of Legends. What's been the best part about it? What have you liked the most about this kind of journey?
I think the best part of coming in as a newbie to Gladiator and Titan in general, and really just competitive play, is all of the people that I've met and befriended and gotten to know. There's so much about League that I feel like I've learned in the last 6 months that, I mean, it's just incredible. Everybody is so intelligent and full of advice and kindness. I mean, obviously you have people, that maybe you don't always get 100% along with, but overall, I will say that having that sense of community with people in my elo and being able to share like fun moments has been the best part, for sure.
That's awesome. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day. That's why Titan is here. That's why Amateur League of Legends is here. Not only to be this competitive pipeline for anyone who wants to continue to climb up the ranks and go on to further things, but also just to give people things to do, something to meet new people, like-minded people who enjoy the same things as they do. And you've kind of echoed that sentiment very well, and I think that's amazing that you're putting on those streams for people, you're building a community that way as well. And that's not, you got a deep bag of tricks when it comes to building community here, because that's not all that you do. You've also told me that you like to organize ARAMs, custom ARAMs within the community in Gladiator as well.
Yeah, it kind of started as like just a one-time thing. I kind of put feelers out there in the Gladiator chat. I was still relatively new and I didn't really know too many people. And it happened to just net a lot of people, and we just made it into a thing, I guess, like a weekly thing. Especially after scrim too, because I like to have like a wind down after scrims or games. And just kind of bring back that sense of community as well. Because at the end of the day, even though we're on different teams, I think for the most part, people just want to feel like, we're just having fun, because that's what it's about. So, yeah, it's a treat to put on those custom ARAMs for everybody. And I've been told by multiple people that it's kind of exciting for them to see Gladiator of all the different leagues, like, Divinity and all of that. I guess Gladiator is the most active, I guess. And I guess it's probably from just the amount of interaction that we have with each other from the custom ARAMs and then the bantering and everything like that. So it's truly a blessing. There's so many cool people in Gladiator. So I'm very blessed to know all of them.
I've had a string of very heartwarming and wholesome interviews over the last week, and this is another one I'm very appreciative to be a part of. It's so amazing to hear all of these things. Looking forward now, Tate, what would you say your goals are for your stream, for Gladiator, for your participation in the community? What are you looking forward to as time goes on?
I don't think I have any large goals other than to prove to myself that I can climb the ranks. I don't see myself staying in Gladiator forever, but if it's a vacation that is a little bit extended, then so be it, because there's really good people in there. But so far, I've really been running a lot of those events on my own stream, and then this upcoming week, Sems has approved me to kind of run like a Gladiator games. It's called the Freedom Gladiator Games. We're just doing it on the bye week, whoever's around. Not really sure what we're doing yet for the event, but I really like that I have some agency in making things happen to bring the community together when there's an opportunity to do so. And I would love to continue to do that for Titan in whatever form that may be. So it's just kind of fun for me to, I don't know, plan things and get to know people. And, you get to be mischievous too with those events. I'll be adding in a lot of challenges for people. It won't be so simple as just like a bracket, right? So it's really fun for me.
That's awesome. It's part of creative expression as well. I'm very happy to hear that through this you've been able to get new opportunities like the one you just mentioned there. And well, best of luck to you when organizing all of that. And for anyone that's intrigued by that, definitely stay tuned for all that's to come and what Tate is going to plan the fun activities within there. So this is awesome to hear, and I think this has all been very great. Shout outs now that we're going to wrap up this interview here. Any shout outs you want to give to anyone before we close out?
Oh man. Well, shout out to the 3 left on what was Glacial team. I'm so proud of you guys, and I think we have really come a long way, and we have done it with grace, even though it's been messy. And especially the fact that these guys are young guys. These are high schoolers or graduating from high school. They have had so much maturity, and I'm just so proud, like proud mama moments, for overcoming some of these challenges and continuing to stick together. So I'm very, very, very proud of you guys. Other shout outs, just all the homies in the Gladiator chats. You guys are awesome. K-Dash, Dean, SL, Rocky. I mean, there's just so many I could list off. Thank you so much for being my friend. It means so much.
Thank you so much, Tate, for sharing all that you're doing here, giving some people who may not have known everything that was going on in the community of Gladiator, what's going on, and thanks for taking the time to be here today.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
That was Tate organizing a whole bunch of fun things in Gladiator. Stay tuned for all of that to come. Check out her stream as well. If you would like to link me that after we're done here, Tate, then I can plug that in the description as well if you guys want to check out what she's doing. And that's going to do it for this Titan interview. Stay tuned for more in the future. We're doing interviews all summer split long. I'm Faris, showcaster here at Titan Esports. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.